as of this recording, the Oakland Ballers are 21-9, tied for first in the Pioneer League standings, which means we could actually clinch a playoff berth at our next homestand. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm just saying statistically it's possible. So, Nevada, can you just explain to everybody listening to this, even me, because this is still very confusing for me too, how the Pioneer League playoff structure works and what is on the line for these Oakland Ballers?
So, in the Pioneer League playoffs, there are 4 teams that qualify out of 12. 2 are decided in each half of the season. The first half champion and the second place finisher in the first half make the playoffs. And then the second half champ, along with the second place finisher in the second half, make the playoffs. In the second half, it can come down to overall record, depending on who finishes first and second, if there's any repeat offenders there. And so these first 2 spots are more important than ever, because this year, unlike last year, the first 2 to make the playoffs, the 2 teams that make the playoffs in that first half, get home field advantage in the playoffs, which was not the case last year. The Ballers were the second half champions last year and got home field advantage. That is no longer the case. Teams are very much rewarded for their first half performance this year, more so than last, which is why we're seeing such a tight race here towards the end of the first half.
Yeah, and the standings are bunched up, so these wins mean a lot. Like, this is a huge road trip and a huge homestand coming up after that. But at 21-9, you got to love the way the Ballers are gelling right now, winning 5 of 6 in their previous series, and they have a lot of things clicking. So at this point in time, every game is critically important, even though it feels like the season just started.
Yes, because of the fact that there's only 18 games left in this first half, and so it'll be a sprint to the finish line. Not only that, I mentioned it's a bunch up. There are 6 teams vying for those first 2 spots, all separated by just 2 games. So Missoula and Oakland, the Boise Hawks, are just 2 games back of first place. And guess who Oakland plays this week? It's Boise. Next week and the week after that, it's Rocky Mountain, who are also just a game and a half back. So they're even closer to Oakland in the standings. But it will be a very hotly contested race and some very tough games coming up for the Ballers against good opposition as a good challenge to get one of those first 2 spots.
Yeah, and the Ballers really haven't had any gimmies. Like, we've only been playing good teams for the most part this season. Some of those other teams that we'll be playing that are near the bottom of the standings won't happen until the second half. So this is a tough schedule. The Ballers have a very difficult schedule, and we've been playing very well, which is fantastic. And also, we're going to keep going. We have way more. You have a long road trip, but we'll be back home in July. And hopefully in position to clinch a playoff berth, right?
Yep, that's the plan. I would get your tickets now if you can, because that series in the middle of July, the first home series in July against the Rocky Mountain Vibes, against another team that's trying to make the playoffs. If everything goes to plan for the Ballers, they will be fighting and hopefully clinching a playoff spot during that home series. That is the goal for the team. It's not going to happen before then, not with the teams, not with Missoula, not with Yuba Sutter, the way they've been playing lately, as well as the Idaho Falls as well. But with 2 playoff teams in the Ballers' way that they play, obviously a lot of it for Oakland, you don't worry about those teams as much because you have to win those games. So you just got to keep winning, though, because those teams around them are going to keep winning as well. Yeah,
so now's the time. If you've been paying attention to the Ballers, if you've been kind of half paying attention to the Ballers, I mean, if you're watching this, you're probably paying a lot of attention. But now is the time to really dive in, check out all those games, get your tickets lined up, because it is now. We're not waiting for a stretch run. This is the stretch run. It is happening. And we can clinch a playoff berth as early as our next homestand, and man, that would be awesome, because then we could just load up and do everything we can to win the championship. So, Nevada, I know you got a player interview coming up shortly. I'm going to jump off, and then let's let you take it away.
Sounds good.